As you level up in Palworld, you're going to start to notice that you need a lot of ingots to keep progressing through the game. You're going to need a lot of ingots to build things like this, and these, all the guns, and all the different types of Pal spheres that you'll need to capture higher and stronger monsters. And standing around mining ore can take up lots of your valuable time when there's so many other things in the game that you would rather be doing. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up a fully automated ore farm to make sure that your pals can do all the work while you can go around and continue on your playthrough. Before we get started building the base, you need to find a location on the map that has plenty of ore nodes so your pals can mine them. My favorite spot that I use is over here just west of the fort ruins. The coordinates are 157, -394. And I'll fast travel over there quick to show you guys what I got going on. Alright, now that we're here, you guys can see, I was gonna say my guys are hard at work, but it looks like they're kind of glitched out right now. Boys, what are we doing? But if we go over to this chest over here, you can see that they have collected me 117 ore, and that's not even including what I just collected, not even probably 10 minutes ago. So as you guys can see, they're all hard at work and breaking all these ores for me. And then I have this big guy who picks up all these ores and transfers them over to my chest for me. And you'll see as he keeps coming back and forth, this number will continue to go up. It's at 139 right now, 140. He is back and forth, flying around, picking up all the ore that these guys are mining, and they are bringing it into this. So the nice thing about this is that you don't have to be here watching them. You can be anywhere on the map doing your own thing, whether that's doing dungeons, fighting tower bosses, anything like that that you need to get going to progress through the game. These guys will continue to farm these ore for you, and you can come back every once in a while to transport everything back to your main base and start smelting. One thing that I'd recommend putting here that I don't have is something to help keep their sanity higher, like the little hot tub or hot spring that they have. And make sure you have lots of food and lots of beds for all of them so they don't get too depressed. Looks like a couple of my guys are starting to develop some eating disorders or have some fractures, so I'll have to go get some medicine for them. But they've been hard at work, so that's understandable. And there's a few specific pals that I recommend having for this particular type of base that will really help with your ore production rate. So the first one obviously is going to be Digtoise, probably one of the best early to mid-game miners that you can get. As you can see, I'll pull up his details here. He has a level 3 mining, which is really good. He can break those rocks really fast and get you lots of ore in a very short amount of time. Also, it's important to note that you can't just use any mining pal to mine these ores. They need to be at least mining level 2, otherwise they'll only be able to mine rocks. If they don't have mining level 2, they won't be able to take out these big ore nodes here. Another guy that I like using is Tombat because he also has that level 2 mining there, so he's also able to mine the ore nodes. And then another good thing about him is that he has a level 2 transporting, which means when he's not mining, if there's nothing to mine, he can help transport all of the ore over to your chest. And then I have a couple other guys just to help with some transport. I have Quivern, who's also good. He's got level 2 mining and level 3 transporting, so he's also really good at breaking these and bringing everything over to the chest. And then I have this big guy who's literally just all for transport. He just flies around, picks up whatever everyone's doing. Since we've been here, we've already gotten like another 30 ore. We're at 170. We're going pretty quick. And yeah, these guys will continue to do this the whole time you're on the game, no matter where you're at. Oh, threw out Dazzy there. But yeah, you guys can obviously see how efficient this is and how good. I'm going to show you guys now where to catch all these pals so you can get them going to your base. So the first one that we're going to want to catch is probably going to be Digtoise. There's a few different locations on the map that you can find him. My favorite spot to go is just up in this sandy area. It's pretty far north over by Anubis. You will want to bring maybe some cooling armor. It does get pretty warm around there. So you do want to make sure that you have something to protect against the heat. But also, if you guys pull up the PAL deck here and scroll down to Digtoise, you can click over to his habitat here, and yeah, you can see in this highlighted area is where he spawns. He does spawn during the night, so you can find him then as well. And there's also way northeast. Looks like you can get him too, but obviously I haven't explored that far yet. I'm only kind of in that early to mid game right now. But yeah, this desert area is a really good spot for getting a Digtoise. And Tombat's right here, so we might as well go over that too. The thing with Tombat is that you can only find him at night, and that's another thing that I really like about having Tombat at this base, is that even overnight, while the other pals are sleeping, Tombat will continue to mine. So that's going to be a really good thing to keep kind of things going 24/7. And Tombat is really easy to find. He's kind of all over the place in this starting area. You just need to make sure you're looking at night and catch a few of them and see if you can get any good traits that will increase their production speed. And an honorable mention here is Doomud. He's also a really good miner and will help kind of break these nodes. And he's also spawns in the exact same area as Digtoise. So while you're over there, you might as well catch a few Doomuds and get him on the team. I just haven't had a chance to get one yet. But yeah, he's also going to be a really good miner for you guys. And as far as transporters go, I have this guy, the level 3 transporter. He can be found all around the northern region of the map here, just north of the starting area. He is a little bit higher level and trickier to catch, so any sort of transport pal should work. I just like this guy because he is level 3 and he's pretty efficient at it. And then I have Quivern as well. I'll pull up the map here and show you guys. He was a boss that I captured. So if you go to the Sealed Realm of the Winged Tyrant, which is just going to be west of where you're going to be going to catch the Digtoise, there's level 23 Quivern, so he's not too high of a level, not too bad of a catch. So if you are high enough level, around level 20 or so, you should be able to go over there and try and catch him. You might have a pretty low capture rate, but as long as you bring lots of balls and some strong pals, then you should be okay. Alright guys, so I'm just over at this area of the map here, and you can see there's a Digtoise here. So I'll show you guys, they're not too bad to catch. You just gotta weaken them a little bit. And 89% with the Hypersphere here, so that's not too bad at all. So we will let that catch here, and if you can find one with a good trait, then that's going to be really good. If you happen to find a lucky one, that's going to be insane, because that'll give you plus 15% to your work speed. So that's going to be really good if you're able to find a lucky one, if you're lucky enough. You can see over here, there's another Digtoise. They're usually around level 19, 25 or so. Looks like he's going to fight this base over here. Like, oh, does not look like it's going to work out too great for him. He's mad at me now. Fair enough. Oh, I'm catching a human. Digtoise is dead. You know, you get the idea though. So if you have a flying pal, it's going to be really helpful. You can kind of fly around and spawn some in. You can see there's a Digtoise there. I haven't seen any Doomuds yet, but that's okay. Digtoise is the better of the two anyways. Just give him a couple of shots. Throw the ball. Not too bad. There's some Doomuds over there. We'll go catch some of those as well. Be careful for these guys. They will explode. They're kind of like suicide bombers. Be careful of them. Doomud. Let's see. Let's catch a couple of these guys. Yeah, these are going to be really good for the base. Yeah, keep an eye out in the bottom right. It'll show you if they have any good traits. Anything gold is usually pretty good. And anything that's going to increase their work production speed is also going to help you out a lot. See there, that one has ferocious. I'm not 100% sure what that does, but we can take a look later. So yeah, there you go. You guys get the idea. This desert place is really good for capturing all these pals that you're going to need. Alright guys, so as you can see, one of the Doomuds that we caught while we're there has the Artisan passive skill, and that's going to give him a plus 50% work speed, so we're definitely going to put him in here. I would say Artisan is probably one of the best ones that you can get, so we're going to throw him in our party here. Alright guys, I think that about does it for the base setup. Just make sure you have lots of beds, lots of food. There is also the option of making automated food farm. I prefer to have all my guys here kind of working on the base, transporting and you know, breaking all these rocks down and putting in some work like that. So I don't have an automated farm or anything like that. I just bring berries back from my main base and it seems to keep them well fed. I haven't had to refill it at all. I know Digtoise does like to eat quite a bit of food compared to some of the other pals, same with Quivern, but they haven't even put a dent in this berries that I put here yet. So if you guys have any questions or tips to add to this base, definitely make sure to leave that down in the comments below, and I will respond to every single comment on this video. And if you guys are looking for some more Palworld tips and tricks, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you can get notified every single time I go live, as well as upload a video. With all that said and done, you guys have a good time setting up this base and enjoying the freedom of not having to mine a single ore ever again in your life. Take care.